Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for allowing us to be here today. And thank you, Seattle Sutton, for hosting us. The Catholic Church has deep roots in this area, dating back to the 1700s when the early explorer Father Marquette landed in Utica and Seneca and celebrated Mass at those locations. Shortly after that, towns started sprouting up along the Illinois River, and churches were being built. St. Columba in Ottawa was originally built to be the cathedral, and this was supposed to be the Ottawa Diocese, but it was soon changed to become the Diocese of Peoria because the federal courts were being established in Peoria. In 1862, the Catholic Church in Ottawa organized the Marseilles area as a mission parish. Later it was attached to parishes in Morris and Seneca, but continued as a mission until 1906. Priests came from their homes to conduct services in private homes at first, and in the hall rented in the brick block, and I'm not familiar with that area, on Chicago Street, a couple of years before my time. In 1881, the former Episcopal Church was bought and used until a larger church was built on Pine Street in 1902, just west of the Methodist Church. This building was moved to the corner of East Bluff and State Streets, and the house next door became the rectory. And St. Joseph Parish received its first resident pastor, Father Lawrence Hackett. When more space was needed, the church was enlarged by splitting it down the middle and enlarging it. A section was put in, but the church was destroyed in a fire in 1943. But because of wartime conditions, it was not possible to rebuild, and the basement was roofed over, and they used that for several years as their place of worship. A second fire destroyed much of the equipment and added to the discomforts of a damp basement. A long-delayed building project was finally undertaken at the site of Broadway and Minden Streets, where the Bellato family donated the property. And the style and architecture of a modified Gothic form is especially well suited to the beautiful church and the parish. It was completed in 1951 and are appreciated assets of the town. And as we all know, in 2013, the Great Flood came, and St. Joseph Church did receive over $750,000 worth of damage. But during that time, the Congregational Church came, and we moved the food pantry to the Congregational Church. And as previously stated, the Lutheran Church graciously opened their doors, and we conducted our masses there. And our pastor at the time was removed, and so we started going to Mass at Seneca until the church was repaired. We repaired the first things we repaired were the food pantry and the hall, so that we could serve dinner to the volunteers and get the food pantry going again. And we opened up our kitchen to the school so they could cook lunches there and then transport the lunches down to the school kids. So it's been a little bit of a tough time for us during and after the flood. We lost about 40 families that moved on to different locations, but you know, it's just part of the problem. We have a parish community of about 350 families, and it's kind of a coincidence. I don't know if it's a coincidence or whatever, but our pastor has been assigned to Coal Valley, Illinois. So this is the first time since 1902 we will not have a resident pastor here in Marseilles. Wow. We're being linked with Marseilles, Seneca, Grand Ridge, Ransom, and Earlville. But we are blessed with 2 missionary priests from Africa that are going to try to service all 5 parishes. And, but together with all the other churches in town here, we've survived, and we're very grateful for everyone's help, and God bless all of you.